So here's my question. So if they're not interested in converting people, if you watch the videos, obviously they're mostly interested in just telling you you're going to burn. Right.
Well, you.
Right. Me.
You.
Yes, me. I mean, especially me.
Look how hairy you are. You look like an Edomite.
He's such a big white man. He's like...
The funny thing is that I'm saying that, I'll let you offend you, but a big thing for them is to make fun of how hairy white people are. That's a thing for them.
I'm in trouble.
Because they relate it back to Esau being hairy like a garment. And so they'll show pictures of white guys with hairy backs and be like, look at Esau, still looking like Esau. It's like kind of funny because it'll be like some like overweight dude with a back that looks like a carpet, you know? So go ahead, sorry.
So like I guess
like Robin Williams would be like, look at you, Edomite.
So the point of them going on the street is just to tell you you're going to burn. One, that's part one of the question. Part two is, like, if you mentioned that you could be grafted in, like, what does that look like? What is the purpose of that? Am I avoiding judgment if I do that? Like, what, you know what I'm saying? Like, what is the purpose of them being out on the street?
Well, remember, they want to go places where black Americans who are still in slumber are. So where they set up, they don't go set up like in the suburbs, generally speaking. Yeah. They are very strategic in where they go in the metro areas. So if someone's hearing this and has no idea what I'm talking about, you probably don't ever traverse the hood or live in a major city. But if you do, give it time and you'll run into them. And that's okay. I'm just saying that's kind of how it is, because there's certain places if you live, you see them all the time. That's kind of how it is. But so their goal is to be faithful. Like they're like a prophet from the Old Testament may speak a message, and it doesn't mean like the people are going to change, but they're being faithful in that. But remember, their main goal is to gather the scattered. Yeah. And so the dude in the gang, like they love to show video clips where he'll say, Hebrew Israelites confront Blood's member, he cries, something like that. And where they'll see a guy and, he's directionless, and they approach him very masculine. It's weird, the way they talk to, they become very pastoral, actually. If you watch it, there's a sensitivity, and they change their tone, and they're clearly reaching out to this person. And they'll speak to them with great empathy. And as they do, they want them to see really who they are, and kind of they'll be like, this book, well, this is about you. Do you know Paul? Yeah. Do you know Moses? Black like you. Look at your skin. Black like you. Know Jesus? Black like you. Well, what makes you say that? Well, I never heard that. Didn't Moses live with the Egyptians for a number of years and was mistaken for an Egyptian? Wasn't Paul once mistaken for an Egyptian in the book of Acts? Doesn't Jesus have skin that's burnt like bronze brass? Or, they go down this list and someone's like, whoa, So that's how they approach it. So it's like, wake up to the fact that you're royal seed.
Would it bother them if I was like, I'm cool with Jesus being black? Does that bother them? Like, would it? Like,
it depends on the camp. So some will say that's a bare bones admission, and they'll say, well, good, whose foot's going to be on your neck then? Others might be like, maybe you're going to, be on the right path. So it depends on the guy, you know what I'm saying? But there's videos of them where they love to show white people in submission. So there's one video that says, silly Edomite kisses the boot of an IUIC officer or something like that. I'm misquoting the video. I don't think it's an IUIC.
Well, I just saw it pop up and it was Edomite woman rolls on ground for Israelites or something.
So something like that. They like to show any type of it looks like submission. But some of them will say, look, come hang with us. You can learn. And then if they really, there's some camps that if they perceive you like in a certain way, they'll even be willing to like disciple you, maybe let you go with them. And that creates as a controversy with other camps that say you can't roll with anybody that appears to be an Edomite in any way. And so you'll see, they'll be like, look at this camp filled with white boys and da. So occasionally you'll see some of the camps that are okay, and somehow they make an allowance for it. They'll see either you're grafted in or they'll find a way to make you associated with their 12 tribes chart, is what I've noticed. We've done the research, and on his dad's side, such and such, and it gets really convoluted and crazy. You can't figure out. Looks like just an Irish guy to me, but I guess he's okay with you. Okay. In fact, they get real strict. I was on a message board once. A man says, I woke up to the truth recently, but I've married an Edomite and I have a daughter with her. What should I do? And the answer's all down the road where you got to divorce her. The whole list of them. Man. So it depends on the camp.